Greetings. Hang on, I'll just clear the screen. Right, hello again. Greetings. Good afternoon. It's 2:22 p.m. on I think it's the 19th. I'm not sure. Correct us if I'm wrong. Anyway, it's Thursday, and I'm off to Galloway Forest Park. It's going to be dark when I get there, obviously. It's about 2.5 hours, so I'll get there for 5, and I'll be set up by about 6, half 6. So it'll be too dark to film, so I'll probably see us tomorrow morning up there. Right, I'm here a little bit longer than I thought. It's 6:05. I'm at Galloway Forest Park. I'm on Raiders Road now. It's pitch black. I'm on the right track, so when I get close to where I think I was the last time, I'm just going to switch my GPS on. So yeah, this is the weather I've got to look forward to pitching. I'll not be able to see it, but I'll turn the engine off so I can hear it. Check it. It's peeing down, so I don't know, it's going to be entertaining pitching up like. Until then, right, after probably about 2 hours of driving about dark roads, pitch black, I've just took a no access road. Raiders Road was shut, the Forest Drive's closed, so I've just been driving around like a pleb, trying to find a spot. This is the best I can do. It's pointless even showing you because, like I said, it's pitch black. Just one of them no access roads. It's a dead end, so because it's raining and dark, I'm gonna have to work them on to pitch, because all these dead ends, it's all like compressed stone, so I can't get any pegs in, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill, me and this little fella here. Oh, Casper, all right. Yeah, this is my little setup. Got a table there, just resting on a bit of stuff underneath it, nice and stable. I'm gonna have some of that. I've got my steak outside, just keeping cold, you know, with a chopped pork. I mean, pork chop. So before I bore yous, I'm gonna start cooking me food, and probably stay car bound for the rest of the night. I'll have a crap sleep, so you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Right, in a bit.
For my baby.
It isn't steak, but better than now. I'll have the steak tomorrow. So that being said, I'm gonna have this soup and try and get comfortable, and I'll see you in the morning, I guess. Like, it's pretty early, but it's pitch black, so I think I'll be asleep earlier than usual. Good night. Good morning. I'm in Galloway Forest Park, and it's Friday the 18th of December. It was pitch black when I got here last night. After a lot of driving about, I finally found a spot. I'd say it was about 3 mile in. Basically, it was this road here. Felt like about 3 mile anyway. Took us here. There's some dead end. There's a lot of grass on the roads, and that one looks about the most unused that I've been on so far. So I followed this one and it's took me here. All this is just like compressed stone, so I had a bit of a chow on getting my tent on last night. Basically it isn't pegged in. I'll show you later on what I've done, but I've basically weighed it down inside with a few bags of logs, and obviously when I'm inside it, it's not blown anywhere, is it? But look at that, man. Look at the view. There's a big hill up there. It's got a bit of mist over the top of it. There's a bit of high ground over there. There's a big hill over there. Ideally I'd like to be camping on top of that. I think next time I come here I might just leave the car in the corner there and then head up to the top over there. There's tons of options in Galloway, like absolute ton of them. But there's the tent. Snug pack bunker. Dog's still lying in there inside the sleeping bag, and that's what's good for him. Yeah, that's it. Bit of rubbish off last night, which I'll obviously take away. So there you go, there's the setup. Little fella's up. Got the car up there just warming up a little bit. Perks of camping next to your car. What an epic little spot this is though. I didn't think I'd have as good views as this, like. Bit obscured by the mist and stuff, but nice little hill in the centre there. Could be a future wild camp, that. I heard some loggers earlier on, but like I said, I didn't think they'll be taking this road. Time for some porridge, baby. I think I'll have a bowl of porridge. A spot of porridge. I think what I might do is relocate the tent from up there to this area here. It's no different, like it's all stony and stuff, but it's just really flat here, and it's all about the flat spots, like, in it. At the end of the day, like, you've got to have a flat spot. You cannot yeah, you know what I'm saying. Right, take two. Right, I'm gonna relocate the tent from up there to down here, simply because it's flatter. Last night I didn't really have that luxury of finding a flat spot, you know. I'm gonna get the firebox out when it gets a bit nippy later on. I've got 3 bags of logs, 2 off the last camp, and some kindling, so pretty sorted there. I've got a steak as well for later on. Plenty of food, so I'm not gonna go hungry like. So yeah, let's relocate this tent. So that spot there, nice and flat from up there. So I'll have to get the logs out of the tent and just pick the tent up and relocate it. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. New location. Nice and flat. So I've came from up there. I was exposed last night, like there's a bit of wind, and the tent took the battering. So I've moved to this place here, and I've got the door looking that way. Bit of a better view. I'm going to have the stove there later on. Have it about there. Have the door open, and heat will radiate in. And there's zero midges about, so brilliant. Scotland's great when there's no midges, like. Just a shame I can't go in the summer. But anyway, I'll just get some of the gear back in the tent, just to weigh it down, in case it gets a gust of wind and want it blown away. There we go. He's out and about, having a bit of mooch. If you're wondering why he's got a pink bit on his jacket, it's just borrowed. And a coat's a coat in it. Keeps him warm. I think he agrees. It's unlikely of dogs. A chihuahua in the middle of Galloway Forest Park in the winter, but I look after him, I keep him warm. I won't keep him outside too long, you know. And I've got the -15 sleeping bag in the car, and he just snuggles up inside that, keeps him warm. So there's no animal cruelty going on whatsoever. Far from it. Just having a life of Riley, ain't he, young'un? Yeah, if you can bring dogs out, it's not always ideal, you know what I mean? You kind of get to the hardest places to get to with dogs. A lot of the time, it's just good to have a little companion out with you. They make excellent camping buddies, like. Is that right, mate? Do you like camping? Alright, I'll put him back in the car now. He's done his business. Keep him warm. Right, while it's not raining, I'm going to get the firebox out, set that up for later on. Save us doing it when it gets dark. See how this cold takes. we go, it's just starting. I've started with these firelighters. I've never seen these before, like, it's like compressed paper or something. It might be soaked in something as well, because they light pretty quick, like. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen these. They work. Some wood weighing the tent down, bit of food. Oh, I've got some coal as well, smokeless coal, so that'll be interesting. And some more wood there. Got plenty of wood, so I won't be chopping anything down or damaging any trees. There you go, comfy. I'm gonna have a pork chop, 2 eggs, and a couple of sarnies. And fried on top of here. It's like a furnace in there now. It's ideal because if it starts raining, it won't go out. The clouds are starting to clear up a little bit now, so I think we're good for a few hours. It's meant to rain again, but not yet. Sizzling nicely, that. If you're into bushcraft and that, just come up to a place like this and just disappear into the woods for miles. Instead of using a GPS, use a map. Just keeps you on your toes a bit. I think I'm going to have this and then take the dog for a walk and explore a little bit. It's much better in the daylight. You literally you don't know where you're going in the dark. Like, basically you're just following tracks and hoping for the best. I've scored here, like. I knew there'd be a bit of a view, like, cause I noticed the trees that were cut down. So yeah, Galloway Forest Park. If ever you get to the spots too late, for me personally, I've got to leave on the night, sleep overnight, and then enjoy the day and that night. Do you know what I mean? Because if it was just a one-nighter last night, I mean, I set off at about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So ideally, I should have had a bit of sunshine, you know. But obviously, in the winter, you've got to get out really, really early. So if you've got a day off or anything, just pack the night before and leave first thing, like. Otherwise you'll just be tent bound. So it gets dark about 4:30 now. It's quite mild actually. I was expecting a bit snow, like it's been freezing the last few days, but it's 8 degrees today, and I think it was about 1 or 0 last night. There's no frost on the tent in the morning, none at all. Now better. The sound of sizzling meat on a wood burning stove in the middle of a huge forest. Oh, my legs are burning up here. About 4 kilowatts of heat that. So if you've got a little man cave or even interested in getting a Polish Lavoo TP, because that's what I commonly seen them used in. You can use them in bigger ones, but I didn't need a bigger one. Polish Lavoo, spot on. And there's a few YouTubers have got these that use them with Lavoos, so I recommend them. Like, I love them. It's one of the best bits of kit I've ever bought. Bar me tent. Snug pack tent to the boys, like, they haven't let me down yet. And for the price, you can't have gone wrong. Batteries ran out there on the Canon. I've got a charger and a spare battery, so no biggie. Yeah, as I was saying about the like tents in general, for me snug packs they haven't let me down and they are good priced. These Hillberg tents I don't know nothing about. They look like good tents and they've been around for decades, so you cannot knock that. But I like snug pack and I'm going to stick with these until I need a new one, which will be a long time. A lovely jubbly. The heat off that stove's immense, man. If you're interested in purchasing something like this, it's called an outbacker, a wood burning stove. I've mentioned it a few times on the video. I'm just saying this for people who maybe not seen it before. 160 quid, and it's a match made in heaven with a Polish Lavoo. Like, I've been praying for me Lavoo to be buried in snow, but I haven't gotten it yet. Either that or I've not been able to get out when it's been snowing. We'll get this down my neck and then go for a walk and see what we can see. Mint. Coffee time. Saves on gas as well when you cook with these. Gas is good for brews and stuff like that, instant heat. Yeah, like I say, belting out lovely heat. Just don't touch it. Brilliant place this, like. I'm having fun today. It's proper choss. Proper choss.
Got 4 hours of daylight left and I'm going to enjoy it.
These are good for a couple of good reasons. Well, a few. Right, if you're camping close to the car and you're thinking about a fire, I think this is the better option. Reason being, if it starts raining a little bit, the fire won't go out. If you've got a shelter next to you, it can radiate the heat back into that. Also, with a campfire, obviously you're gonna leave a little bit of a trace. That's one, and the fire's affected by the weather, you know, and what's going on. So it might get blown out, blown away. Smoke will get blown into your face, etc. Yada yada. But with this, you can direct the smoke. Basically, that goes. I've got another 3 sections in the house, so that'll go like 3 meters, like above you. So it's not blowing in your face. And with this fire being contained, if you sit next to it, it belts out a good amount of heat, you know, and it's contained heat, so it basically, you know, it's not chaotic heat. It stays in one place, it's not displaced. There you go. That's me little rant on the benefits of one of them. It's starting to rain a little bit now, just gentle drizzle. I expect it to get a little bit heavier, so I'll not be filming on the Canon for a while because I don't want it to get knackered. But beyond me there before, there must be a road going along that tree line. I'll show you closer in a minute, but I seen a car. It was like an open back pickup. It could be Forestry Commission, so I'm just gonna keep my head down for a little bit and get an early night later on and set off really early in the morning, just in case there's people working in the forest when I'm leaving, and I don't want to be there when they start work. So let me show you where I've seen this pickup. And it actually, reason I'm saying it, because it stopped and it clocked us. Yeah, just along that tree line there. In between those 2 trees. That's where it stopped. Checked us out like. So it's either someone who lives in a house west of here, east of here, about a couple of miles, or it's just Forestry Commission. Should be cool. Right, over there, just along that tree line. I don't know. That's well aware that now. I've got the stove repositioned in front of the tent, far enough away for it to be safe. Nothing's going to melt, but obviously it's going to help radiate some heat into the tent. There we go, burning away. And this is the view from the front of the tent. This is where I'll be sitting for a bit. Just put my foot up there so you can see the view. Not bad, eh? Doesn't matter how hard it rains, that fire will still keep generating heat inside the tent. It's warming the tent up nice actually. If you want to add an extra few ratings to your sleeping bag, get some of these old school army softies. Quality. Good morning. I haven't got a clue what time it is, or what time I went to bed for that matter. My phone went off and it was a bit, let's say, pitch black. So I think I probably went to bed early. It gets light about 7, 8ish. I was in bed about an hour, 2 after that because it kept raining. So I think it's probably about 10:30 now. Like, I've tidied up most of my gear. As you can see, all that's left is the debris from the coal I used last night, but I'll spread that about. Obviously leave no trace in a place like this, anywhere for that matter. So I'm just going to pack the tent up, maybe have I might have a cup of tea and a bowl of porridge, and then try and get my way through out of this forest without getting spotted by any forestry commission. Can't hear them working now, like, so they might be on a half day with it being Saturday, like. But yeah, it's been great here, and I'm definitely going to be back again. I think this time, next time I come back here, I'm going to come up for about 3 days or something, and get some proper filming done. Right, that's it then. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll just pack the tent up now and skedaddle. I'm not going to pack it up, I'm just going to level it down and scrunch it up because it's soaking. You didn't want to pack wet tents really. Just hang it up when I get in the house. I just checked to see if I'm actually filming, like. Right. Not worse than waffling for about 15 minutes and realising you didn't press record. Yeah, if anyone likes forest camping, get yourselves up here. At least here, I've seen one or two forestry guys before in the past. I've drove past them and they haven't even they didn't even look, you know what I mean? All they're bothered about earning a wage, they're not police or anything, you know. So unless you're like a big van capable of stealing loads of wood, I don't think they're interested. Like, it's blatant to see what I'm doing. That being said though, I've never had any forestry workers stumble across me camp, you know. I think it's an old logging road, this one, because if you see everything around you, it's all new growth, you know. They're all about, each tree's probably about 8 foot max. So I think this road hasn't been used for a long time. Like I say, it was all used to fell all this, everything you can see. So, good tip, if you're coming up to these kind of forests and you're going up a no authorised road for vehicles, have a look for the ones that have got a bit of grass on them, you know, look unused. They're the routes you want to be taking, because nobody's coming up to this one, I don't think. Not for another 20 odd year anyway, until they're ready to cut. But anyway, enough of the waffling. Let's get back to packing, in case it starts raining. I think I've gotten a puncture in the mattress. Just flat every time I pack it up, you know. What do? Do I repair it? I'll get a new one. That is the question. You always seem to pop on me, like maybe I'm blowing them up too much, I don't know. But if it keeps going like this, I'm going to go back to foam. Just get a really good foam one. So if there's anybody who's watching, can recommend a really good foam mat. I'm just sick of inflatable ones going on me, you know what I mean? They're not cheap. So if there's any foam ones out there, guys, just leave the information in the comments, please. Much appreciated that, like, because like I say, I'm looking for a really good one, but it has to be foam. No more inflator bubbles, please. I've been up here 2 nights. Got here Thursday night after driving about for a couple hours. Didn't have a clue where you were going, really, like. So wherever you land, you cannot see the full beauty of it until you wake up. But I knew when I got here on Thursday night, I could see a vague silhouette of a couple of hills either side of us. So I knew it was going to be a nice view in the morning, and I weren't wrong. Nearly done. We've got the worst bit of camping nearly over, and then the second best one, the second worst when I get home, which is unpacking all the carnage and getting it in its proper place again. This will be going straight on the washing line when I get in. Always hang your tents up, never pack them wet. You don't want a mouldy tent. Yeah, just slap dash. Right, there's a bit of coffee there, instant coffee. coffee. It's not a pretty pack, like. That's a beauty having a car. You never have to. The only reason I'm with a car, to be fair though, is because I've got this little fella. I did fancy a hike, but I'm happy with this, how this camp's gone, you know. So he's passed the test. Thought with him being a Chihuahua he'd freeze his little nads off, but he's been good in that thermal jacket, like. Get some energy in you. Oat burst, golden syrup flavour with an instant coffee. And that'll wake us enough up there. Start heading back home. 2.5 hours back there, the northeast. So I'll probably need this coffee, like. Could have done with about 3 espressos. That tin's running out as well, the flame's starting to go on it. So hopefully I won't have to use the spare one I've got in the car. But yeah, it was good last night. There's a few stars popped out. That's why I want to come up here a bit longer, like, to make sure I get a good clear sky up here. I've never had one yet, and I've been up here 4 times. I think after this, that can all be done. You can get these for $6.99. They do last a while, like. I'm just a bit disappointed in my roll mat. How it seems to have burst. I cannot hear it leaking, but it must be a slow puncher. I'm just sick of having to get replacements all the time. I've had 4 over the last 4 years. It should last longer than that, shouldn't they? But what a fantastic place Galloway Forest Park is, like. I'll definitely be up here again. Just in the milder weather though, because Scotland's no go in the summer for me. Midgies. It's been a bit difficult getting out lately, like, 'cause I've got a couple of dogs now and sometimes I can't always get them looked after. So with the female being pregnant, she's somewhere else, and so I took the lad along with us today. And obviously in places like Galloway you can get away with camping next to your car. Right, so I've packed up, everything's away, I've had my brekkie, I'm ready to rumble, so thanks very much for watching. Until the next time, check yous later. Loch Trool, Troll.